Hello YouTube, this is Shatley123 and I'm back. I know I said I was going to start doing videos a long time ago and I didn't quite start doing it. I mean, it's been like a month maybe since I made that video. Maybe, actually, I think more. But I'm going to start now. I'm going to try to get a video out every day, commentary out every day. I really want to do this. I really want to grow my YouTube channel. I'm making commentaries, hopefully sooner rather than later, about what I want for the future of my YouTube channel. And I'm gonna starting now. I'm going to try to get a commentary out every day. Probably would have made sense to start on like a Monday or Sunday, since that's the beginning of the week instead of Thursday. But you know, Thursday is a good day too, because it's almost gonna be the weekend, but it's not quite. So it's got that kind of not in between like Wednesday, but you know, it's a good day, I guess, relatively. Anyway. As most of you guys probably know, the Xbox One, weird name, has been announced. I'm going to talk about it, commentary. I'm going to be using the Banner Saga Factions gameplay. I think I'm going to use it. I'm recording my commentaries in Audacity now instead of writing Camtasia, so I can't actually see my gameplays while I talk. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to use that. It was a really long gameplay, so chances are I won't use all of it. I'm going to probably speed some of it up too. Even then, it was like 30 minutes long. But the Banner Faction Saga is a free-to-play game on Steam. I think since it's like a 2D game, well, I think it's 2D, but the way they make games now, you never know for sure. But so most computers can probably run it. It's free-to-play. It's a really fun turn-based strategy game. It's free, so you can't really, at least not give it a try. It's on Steam. I've had a lot of fun with it, what I've played so far. I'm definitely going to try to play more. You guys like it, as commentary gameplay. Definitely tell me in the comments. Sorry, this has been such a long, I'm bad at not saying ums in my videos normally. So it's been such a long time since I just said it again. Since I've been doing my YouTube channel, I'm really bad at it. I'm so rusty. I apologize. It's been so long since I recorded regularly in my YouTube channel. I feel so bad for not doing it. But I think it's gonna be for the best. Oh my god, sorry. I just can't stop saying it. I said it again. Okay, let me. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm gonna start talking about the Xbox One. Hopefully no ums. Oh my god, never mind. Just ignore the ums. I'm gonna say them anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. Maybe one day I won't say them so much as I do. Anyway, Xbox One. First of all, I'm gonna start off with the name. The name it's just terrible. I mean, I never thought Xbox 360 was a good name to start with. I mean, I think Xbox 2 would have made sense, but I guess they didn't do that because, you know, PlayStation 3 would have been coming out, and 3 versus 2 just doesn't sound as good, so 360. But Xbox One is worse than that. By the way, I'm going in from an unbiased point of view in here. I'm not a Sony fan or a Microsoft fan. I'm a PC player, so when it comes to consoles, I don't have a bias. So everything I'm saying here is not because I'm just like my PlayStation or anything. I'm a PC player, so it's completely unbiased when it comes to that. Well, I mean, if it was PC versus console, then I guess you'd say I'd be biased. But this is just, well, I'm not versing them at all or anything. But, you know, I'm just going to be comparing PS4 from what we know to Xbox One. And let's just say Xbox One does not quite match up. You see, Xbox One, first of all, the name's bad, but I don't really care about the name. I care about the games, how it plays, how it looks, things like that. So, how does that do? Well, we barely saw any games so far. Actually, I'm going to start off with, what do I want to start off? Start off with, oh yeah, is it always online? And yes, it is. It's not always online, but like you can technically use it, and you don't need a consistent internet connection. But it checks up every 24 hours, I think, or it could be even less. And if it's not able to check in, you can't play your games. So it's basically always online. I mean, it's not always online, at least like consistent internet connection, which I mean, I mean, I don't know. I guess I might get a next-gen console. I mean, I'm a PC player, and you know, unlike consoles that once new ones come out, it may remain stagnant for a long time. PC is constantly advancing, constantly getting new technologies, all those kind of things. That's what I like about it, and there's a lot more games for it and things like that. So I might, who knows? Uh, I don't. But anyway, I know I'm not getting the Xbox One. If I was gonna get one, it would be the PS4 because, as I'm gonna talk about in this commentary, it's probably gonna be a long commentary. But we shall progress. Now where was I? Oh yes. So basically, if you don't have internet, or if you're in a country where you have limited bandwidth, you're screwed. So don't get this. Get PS4. And now I'm gonna talk about oh yeah, the whole used games thing. It's been big around. You basically, I'm 99% sure that this is true. I'm not exactly, because I mean there have been various things of this going around. But when you get a game, it's gonna like tie into your account. So, say my account on Xbox is Chatley123. That's not actually my account on Xbox Live. It's okay. That's another story. But say Chatley123. Say this Xbox is my living room, right? I get that game, put it on that account. Okay, say my brother is gonna go out there and say, what is the game? Call of Duty 109, Modern Warfare 108. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a random future game. Okay, so my brother, say it goes in the living room, wants to play it, signs into his account. He won't be able to play it though, because you'll have to pay a fee to play on his account now. So even if I have heard rumors that you might be able to play the game on all your accounts on the same Xbox, but from what I've heard, I don't know if that's true. So I'm just gonna go with this for now. And say, okay, so that, or if he wants to take it to his Xbox, he also has to pay a fee for that. So, well, if it's on the, if it's you're using the same account on a different Xbox, you don't have to pay a fee. I should clear that up. So say you have to, but we're not sure how much the fees will be. Like, and if they do this, I at least hope they give some to the developers. Because I mean, used games are problems with the developers. I don't approve of this, but if they are gonna do it, they better help the developers. If they don't, that's really wrong. So okay, so let's say you do that. You have to pay a fee, but we're not sure how much the fee could be. It could be like $5. It could be $60, which pretty much gives the game no resale value, because you're not gonna go to GameStop and pay $55 for used games, save $5, but have to pay $60 for a fee. Nobody would want to do that. That would just be stupid. Sorry, I suck at saying I know, but have to deal with it for now. Anyway, now as we said that, no used games, really. They're pretty much destroying the used game markets. I don't really care about GameStop not making money from used games. I really don't care about GameStop. It's just a bad corporation that pushes cards people's faces, and if another store took over, I would not mind. I'm a Steam user. Steam's my store that I shop at. Anyway, so that's just, as long as Steam's fine, you know. But that's gonna be another day I'm talking about. There's a possibility though that instead of getting these games used, you could also download them from the Xbox Live store. Since it's pretty much, I mean, it makes no sense that you wouldn't be able to download games instead of get them on the disc of Xbox as an option. The new Xbox, because that's sort of like, I don't know, that's the future, I guess. I mean, as long as it's an option, I think that's good. I don't want them to force it, because I know a lot of console players wouldn't like that. Sorry, I'm trying to regain my train of thought. Regaining it. What was I? Oh, okay. You'll be able to. They'll probably have those games on Xbox Live stores that will drop in price, have sales and stuff like Steam. Hopefully, they'll have sales and stuff because when they're digital games, you digitally download them. They don't have all that trouble of having to bots them, sell them to the Walmart, Kmart, GameStop, and then get them. So they'll drop in price faster. There'll be sales, all those things. So you probably will be able to get games cheaper on Xbox One at times. I mean, I'm sure PlayStation 4 will have a digital download too. We don't even know if Xbox One does for sure, but if they don't, then let's just say that's just crazy and ridiculous. But anyway, I'm gonna get off. Stop talking about used games for now, and what do I want to talk about next about that Xbox? Oh yes, the non-focus of the games at the reveal. This is one of the worst reveals ever. Like, if you compare this to the PlayStation 4, it's just so pathetic. They basically concentrate about how, oh yeah, you'll be able to get NFL Live and some live TV or whatever. By the way, I never watched all of the event, so maybe I should have done that. But anyway, I never watched all of it. But anyway, you need to like focus on when they're doing that. They're focusing on it's all in one machine. Yeah, it's a TV. You can do all the stuff with it. But what people really care about are the games. They showed almost nothing that has to do with like games and stuff. They showed like 2 games. Oh crap, my cat wants in. I guess my cat's gonna have to wait till this concert. I'm sorry, Lumi. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna push pause this. Let my cat in. Okay, I'm back. My cat's in my room. Hopefully she doesn't knock down my microphone. Anyway, I was talking about how they didn't show enough games out there. There's a lot of people interested in Call of Duty Ghosts, but we already know there's going to be a new Call of Duty. We all know what it's going to be like, basically. It's got improved graphics, it still doesn't even compare to, like, Battlefield 4 or Crysis 3, but still, improved graphics. But we want to see games. We want to see what the innovations for games are. I mean, we know it's going to have better graphics, but that's not just what we want to see. We want to see the games. We want to see innovations for games. The controller looks nice, it doesn't have like a touchpad or anything, but I'm not sure the touchpad was going to be even good in PlayStation 4's. From what I've seen, it might be useful for like strategy games possibly, because that's one thing, you can't really play strategy games on a console because you need a mouse for those, like real-time strategy games, and yes, you can play turn-based strategy games. And I'm actually pretty sure I'm going to use turn-based strategy game, the Banner Saga. Sorry, my cat is walking on my keyboard now. But it's okay. Oh, now my cat's in front of my microphone. Do you want to talk to me? Talk to them. No, I don't think she's in the interest of talking right now. So, but anyway, so the games was like so lackluster. It makes me any interest I did have in the console. I pretty much have no interest in the console from what it is, because everything I've heard is bad basically. But on top of that, they don't show any games that I'm interested in. What is there to like about the Xbox One from what we've heard? I mean, everything in the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 seems like they're actually doing what it is, a gaming console, focusing on the games, focusing for core gamers. This just doesn't. I'm sure if you guys have been on the internet since the reveal, there's a lot of other people mad about this. I mean, you see some people excited, but honestly, until they give us something to be excited for, I don't think we can be super excited, because they haven't really. Yeah, like I said, the only games I think there had to be something else. I know they showed some Call of Duty Ghosts, which I guess it looked cool. I don't know. about what was there anything? I don't know what the other game. I'm pretty sure they showed 2 games. Hold on, I'm gonna push pause and this is probably unprofessional, but I'm not going for professional, because if I'm going for professional quality, I should get paid for professional quality. I'm just kidding, but well, yeah, I guess if you wanted to be a professional at something, it'd be good to, you know, be paid to do that. Anyway, I'll go look and see real quick. Okay, I'm back. I didn't find it. I was going really fast though, because I didn't want to lose my mojo. So but there was one thing I remember. Oh, by the way, I was just googling this. I saw there was a poll that said 75% disappointed with the disaster that was the Xbox One reveal. So that's not good. And also, I forgot to mention that they're dropping indie games completely. So basically, indie games, which have been some of my favorite games in this past, 2013, has just started. So in 2012, some of my favorite games were indie games. The gameplay that's on right now is an indie game that was kickstarted, and yet Sony is gonna have loads of indie games. Well, they're gonna be open. They said they're gonna be open than ever for indie games, so I'm sure it's not gonna be like the Ouya for indie games, but it's gonna be. But Xbox One is dropping indie games completely. So the Xbox Live indie game market was bad. There was no advertising for the indie games. If you wanted to see a game, you'd have to go and look and find that game. There wasn't. It was just really bad. They were all hidden, and I mean by that I just mean you couldn't really find them. There was no advertising. There was a lot of crap on there. I'd like it if there was something that was in between Xbox Live Arcade, which is, you know, bigger developers, but something that wasn't quite the indie game arcade. If it was something that was in between, you know, where it was for bigger indie games, you know, some of the good ones. Like there's already indie games I can think of that are going to be on the PlayStation 4. Like, let me think of one, for example, Primal Carnage Genesis, the sequel to Primal Carnage. I don't know if it's critically acclaimed, but it's a dinosaur versus human multiplayer game. How can you not like that? But anyway, that looked really cool. It's running on the Unreal Engine 4. So much other cool things. There's gonna be indie games, because you can't ever say indie games will ever replace AAA games, because, you know, if you want your big blockbuster, awesome or huge open world or whatever it is, you're gonna need AAA games. But if you want something different, if you want something original, you gotta go to indie games nowadays. So that's the thing I like about indie games. Xbox One is dropping them completely, so don't expect to have any of those on there. I mean, PC has been glorious for indie games, so I imagine they're just gonna keep making it for that, and if they can, since PlayStation 4 appears like it's gonna be more open more open for indie games, they're probably gonna go to that too, and everything seems good for Sony. I mean, if I was Sony, I would not be worried that Xbox One's gonna crush us right now. Not at all. But anyway, so yeah, there's not too much more I want to talk about. I mean, it was a pretty big disaster of reveal. Is there anything else I want to talk about? There's not much. I just want to say, though, PlayStation 4 is looking all the more better. I mean, you know, there was a lot of bad rumors, like the always online stuff, which is basically true, except that's not consistently online, but does need checkups, which is better than consistently online, but it's not better than being able to play your single player games offline, which is what you want. I mean, and just not have your Xbox randomly taking bandwidth and things like that. Nobody wants that. I mean, it's really screwing over people who live in, like, countries where you have a limited amount of bandwidth, things like that. Like Australia, their internet is really expensive there, I think. Why would Australia, it's just, everything seems better in the PS4, because why would, say, Australians, for example, if their internet's really expensive, they pay by the bandwidth, why would they want a console that constantly needs the internet? It makes no sense. But yeah, the PlayStation 4 has all kinds of cool games, like I'm just thinking Killzone Shadowfall was one of the first ones that comes to mind. That looks cool. I've never actually owned a PlayStation system. Just PC, Xbox. I have an Xbox 360 too, but I never really use it because I just mostly play PC. But yeah, so far I just want to tell you my thoughts on it. I guess it hasn't been, my thoughts aren't too different from what most people have been raging across the internet. But yeah, there's not really much else to say that I can think of. It's just, I'm just gonna actually regroup some of the bad things about it. It's gonna be, you're gonna need internet connection to play it. You're gonna have to pay fees for used games. You're going to just basically haven't focused on games at all so far. I mean, not a gamer isn't gonna buy a gaming console because you can watch like NFL, which by the way, that probably doesn't have any effect for people outside America, because I guess NFL isn't really watched anywhere else besides America. I mean, I know soccer or football, as it's called in other countries, if they have that, I guess that would be good for them. I mean, good for Microsoft, because they're like screwing over other people, other countries too. So basically, if you want to watch live TV, if you want to be able to use Internet Explorer and Bing, like nobody uses Internet Explorer and Bing, but if you want to use those, if you want to have an annoying Connect like Xbox on, and keep yelling at it, that's good. If you want that, if you actually want a game on it, want to have a good gaming experience, if you want to play awesome games, so far that just doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. So I mean, we haven't seen anything about that, which is what a game console's for. I think Microsoft failed there so far, but who knows what the future will lie for Xbox One. Thank you for watching. Sorry it's been so long for videos. I'm gonna record multiple videos right now after this one's done. So hopefully, at least, I'll have more videos than this for a month. Well, I don't want to stop for a month again like I did since I said I was going to start. Sorry, that's confusing. But anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe if you want to see more.